Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Stellaris. Let's load the end of the last game to see where we left off. My name is Sonelias, and let's just get going. Almost there. There we go. Now, at the end of the last episode, we had just declared war on our neighbors. So as you'll see, we have got a war declaration here between two other empires. And I tried to utilize that to basically get into a war with these guys here. So the Ghost Werni, there's these guys down here, I declared war upon with the purpose of basically liberating some of their worlds. So I'm basically going to try to create another state over here, which will hopefully be able to become one of my vessels at that point. Anyways, I've got my various strike fleets here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, in that war declaration they actually had some allies as well. So if I actually have a look at the war that we've got standing here. So we got the Talaknak Republic as well, which I believe... Oh, let's just double click on them directly. It's these guys that we got located here in the purple, which could potentially cause some problems further up there because I forgot to move a fleet there, which is amazingly smart, of course. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this fleet into a position to deal with those guys there. At least that's my intention. Let's maybe just zoom in onto that. So if I take that fleet that I just put them into move mode, I'm going to basically send it straight at that fleet of theirs, which is here. Just try to basically take them out. Right, now remember that in the last episode we had also done other things. Let's actually double click on this one here and go towards one of their systems here. I'm going to basically move into orbit around this planet here. Alright, let's go to the other fleet that we have here. Hello. Okay, we're there. This one here. We are going to send that one to... Let's send it to this world straight away. Let's go into orbit. Now let's have a look at where my... Well, I don't want to look at my civilian fleets. I want to basically look at these fleets here. Now those are still up north. And again, I probably should, in preparation for the war, have moved them down south. So actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically move them straight to this system here. Well, actually should send them to that system here because of course I got a wormhole generator there. But I want to make sure I merge these two into one. I should really have a general assigned, but I still have these located on some of the worlds that I have occupied, which I'm going to have to keep there for the moment being. But of course, yes, I want to reassign them. I do want to basically create some brand new armies. Again, I probably should have done this far before this. Basically, we can put some xenomorph armies, for example, into action here. Robotic assault armies plus robotics. I'm just going to basically build up a bit more of a proper army to basically deal with these guys here. Of course, I've run out of resources, so I can't build any further ones. So I'll come back to that world in just a second. Now, as you can see, we've got an actual fleet that we're engaging here. The fleet has just landed in system. Let's just get going. Wow, look at that. Look at that exchange of weapons. Now that's a pretty big fleet, to be honest. Bigger than I expected it to be, but that's fine. I might want to send that fleet down here as well to support them, because I suspect I will lose this fleet otherwise. I'll emergency jump out. A little bit too big for my liking. I did lose 2 ships, unfortunately. I did gain a level. Right, next time I just need to make sure I basically know exactly what I'm getting into, but that is a pretty big fleet I was facing. Anyways, I lost 6, they lost nothing. Well, actually they lost 1 science ship. Okay, that one's done. Another one report here. They purely lost resources there, which is fine. Good. Emergency jump, fine. Fine. We still have some movement here. Right, we can go back to this world here to basically build more armies. Not too much, but okay. What have we got here? I got some debris. I'm going to start tracking the debris straight away. It's up here. So I've still got one science ship, I believe, that's open. So I could actually send them straight into that system, bypassing all their systems, luckily. Should make that a good move. Let's actually still keep them in orbit here. Let's do that differently. Let's send them by there first and then into orbit. Of course, you do that shift click instead of a straight click. Alright, let's increase that game speed again. Our other fleet should be found in just a minute. Of course, I've got some engagements going on here. This fleet here, what happened to it? Pretty sure I was going to send them up here, but I can actually engage them down here potentially as well. Let's see about doing that. Now, have I got any construction ships down here? I do. So I've got a wormhole generator there already. I might want to place an extra one here. Well, and actually in the meantime I can of course build extra armies here already. So let's do some assault armies plus... what else am I going to do? Slave army. Interesting. Slave armies seem to be pretty cheap. Not sure how effective they are, and you know they look to be fairly powerful still. Okay, that's good. I haven't got slaves on every world, so I can only do that on a limited number of worlds. But at least my basic armies I can recruit on most worlds already, which is good. As you can see here, we are bombarding this planet here, and I should of course be able to... Ooh, let's have a look. Alright, that's our fleet engaging some of their defensive structures. Situation log updated. Taking out stuff relatively quickly here. Where is this exactly? Okay. Really? How many parties am I at war with? Just the two. Okay. Science ship under attack. Okay. Am I at war with these guys? No? Interesting that I basically got engaged in that one of their systems. Okay. It's not mine. It's theirs, but okay. Never mind. Ooh, one of my scientists has died. My ship was destroyed. Why was it destroyed? Okay. Tell me more. What we got here? Frontier outpost for these guys. Ah, okay. Construction. Great to lose my scientist like that. Unfortunately, that is not the intention. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to basically have to build a brand new science ship, I think. So a new science ship. Where are we? There we go. Fleet destroyed. Aha! In the years following, there are reported sightings of Admiral Hafanier across the realm, space and beyond. When a celebrated leader died, this kind of thing is not unknown. Of course, and they had become a kind of legend since the Zivzis rendezvous, but we can't be sure. Ooh, what's the difference? We may never know, or ooh, can we be sure? Or ooh, we can be sure? We never know. Okay. No. That was a message. I actually lost my entire fleet here just a minute ago. That's not a good thing. Darn. Okay. Construction complete. Anyways, these guys are repairing. That fleet is on the way home. Let's double check. They lost ships as well. By far not as many ships as I lost. Is the technology that they use that's so different? What is the issue? I'm not sure. And I'm pretty sure I checked beforehand. Okay. Double check. I've still got admirals on both of those. Thank you very much for that message. Second strike unit fully repaired, which is good. Well, yeah, to some extent. Where are they? They're over here.
Construction complete.
Okay. So our fleet's slowly coming into that system. We're still overextended a little bit. But I was researching a technology for that purpose to basically extend my sector range. Now where can I basically expand one of my sectors to basically reduce that overextension? I can maybe take that one into the fold here if I wanted to. I've got, how many colonies? I've got 2 colonies here, and I kind of want to keep those in my own hands, really. I did have a new world I took on here, wasn't it? Yes, up here. And I wanted to keep that in my own hands as well, because it's a nicely developing world. Ah. Enemy fleet is moving through. Ah, and our other fleet is ready for engagement as well. Let's just double check. These guys are down here. Just double check, see if there's anything in this system that I can basically take up. Another engagement here. Ah, okay. Looks like they're scouting around a little bit. Maybe I should need to start building some defensive structures and buildings. I've got this one set as a rally point, which I need to stop. I need to stop having that being my rally point. I just need to basically set my rally point to be my homeworld, which is fine. Now if I go back to that construction ship here and then basically build a military station here. Let's build a diligence class station here. Right. Ooh, there we go. It's not going to go well, so let's make sure we make our way out of there. From there I want to jump back to my home world. So if I'm not mistaken, I should be the faster of the 2 parties. Um, 15 days, 14 days, 10 days, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hostile fleet engaged.
You should have engaged your engines. 11, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1.
Situation log updated.
That is not going well thus far. Bit of a pity. I did double click on it, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Alright, let's send them back to my home world as well. So at least I basically have all my forces consolidated in one place. Which hopefully will give me enough strength to be able to engage their fleet properly. Okay. In the meantime, I want to go back to Chara and I basically want to start building up my fleet once again. That's part of a sector already, isn't it? Have a look at this world here.
Research complete.
What if I do it like that? Okay, new research. What do I want to go for? Planetary sensor range is a good one, I think. So if I look at that sector that I got here, let's have a look at the planet list here. And then basically go for the Enkef sector. Is that a sector? It should be. Yep. I'll manage the sector. I'm going to allocate an extra planet to there, so I'm no longer overextended, and I'm going to close that straight away. Good. those two planets are now part of a sector, which gives me all the space I need. Gives me a bit more energy, gives me a bit more resource generation. Huh. Well, multiple other parties also declared war upon them, which is to my benefit.
Situation log updated. Situation log updated.
What is this? Transport fleet. Interesting. That's probably one of the key things I haven't really done, is it? Basically, if I look at the design of those stations, they're not set to auto-update. These are still using old school stuff. Oh boy. Why did I not look at this before? That of course leads to me having an energy shortage. I'm going to take up all the large slots on there. Plus of course I'm going to put the armor on here. A regenerative armor as well. And crystal fused armor as well. Plus, of course, Durasteel. Putting in all the small ones, because what I want to do, I also want to place some shields on here. There we go. It should be a far, far better design, and of course that means that all of those stations need to be upgraded. Because, yeah, my station is just not up to scratch. Anyways, I can choose a brand new branch. I want to basically go for diplomacy, prosperity, or harmony. Really? Prosperity, maybe? Harmony? Paradise Dome, Unrest. That looks to be internal harmony, isn't it? The strength of a content population. Yeah. Alright, let's go for that. Alright, I'm going to send both fleets here this time instead of just a single fleet. Hope that will help me a little bit. If I then look at basically our various different armies. As you can see, I've got lots of assault armies ready here. I'm not going to use those. I'm going to basically use the newly built ones. Because that basically is, yeah, controlling the slaves I got on those worlds. And they need to be kept in check. Surprisingly enough, of course, I did build some slave armies. Just need to see how they actually will function for me. Will there be a blessing or will there be a curse? Transport fleet. Consolidating them all into one.
Research complete.
It's a bit of a slow process. I'm having to do that one at a time. Of course, my sector limit is increased. Can increase that even further, as you can see. I can do something with clone armies, army damage, which... Let's go for the frontier hospital first.
Alien spaceport engaged. Research complete.
What do we got? More weapons. More weapons. Strikecraft damage. Torpedoes. Military station health. Let's go for that one first. What do we got here? I have destroyed nothing. Okay. Look at that. Now all of a sudden all of my allies come in with their armies as well. Why didn't they do that earlier? That would have been so nice if they did. But okay. We'll be entering orbit here. As you can see, I've still got lots of debris I haven't tracked yet. So I'm going to be able to do that now. Now I did build a new civilian ship, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did in the last batch. There we go. A new science ship. I have to, of course, recruit a brand new scientist for this purpose. This one should do nicely. And that new ship can straight away go here to basically do research. Ooh, Costware Army. Interesting. Interesting. I got a construction ship there, construction ship there, and I need to have one down here as well. Yep, I do. If I then basically build a wormhole station here on the edge, that should hopefully help me. Single jump away. But I'll be engaging their fleet first. I want to basically obliterate their fleet if I... Ooh, of course they jump out straight away, which is annoying. They jumped into that system here. Well, good thing I already have... Where did I jump to now? There. Right, both fleets have still got orders. Ooh. Have they gone here? Have they gone to ground? No? Where did I move to? There. I think if I move into here with a single jump, that should do it. Where are they going to jump again? No. Well, they have jumped again. Where did they go to now? Where did they go to now? Alright, let's see what I can do with my big fleet here. Ooh, transport fleet. Ouch. Don't tell me that's the big one. I need to be able to retreat from here. This is not good. Well, I'm hoping we retreated. I'm not sure though. Looking at these guys though, even though it's a relatively big fleet that they got there, wherever that is, it's down here. That rather big fleet is actually will be engaged in the other fleet that's entering that system. It's how it look like. Because of course they're at war with various different parties, not just one party, but with various different ones. Let's take out all of their stuff around their world first. See what we can do in terms of engaging them there. Pulling them into this system maybe.
Debris
But of course
analyzed.
a brand new ship here that finished. And we basically have our science ship
Construction complete.
doing its research. Construction
complete.
finished here in Chara. Building one of each once again, plus maybe some extra battleships. Now if I speak to some of my neighbors, and ideally I want to basically speak to those traders once again. I can basically buy myself some extra minerals. There we go. Yeah, that'll suffice for now. I believe, yeah, there you go. As you can see, I've had 2 of those systems where I had shipyards of sufficient size to be able to build battleships. Alright. Now let's hope I will be able to pull them into my clutches here, but yeah, we just have to wait and see how things go. Because yeah, it wasn't really going too well thus far. I got a construction ship I could send here. I ideally would want to be able to do that. To build an extra wormhole station here. Because once I've done that, that should make my life a little bit easier. Leader recruitment cost reduction, habitability increase, ecological adaptation, energy siphon. Let's go for the energy siphon here. We've got a fleet entering a system which we are... Ooh, interesting. That would be nice if I can move my fleet here. It's quite a bit of fleet strength that we got already in this system
Science
committed.
ship under attack.
Hopefully we'll be able to get into here quickly enough to be able to engage them as well. Because yeah, these fleets will be obliterated, I would say. 3, 2, 1, jump. I don't want to lose my transport fleets. Actually, they are doing a bit of damage to them. I think they started off at 26k. They're down to 19k now, but these smaller fleets, they're overpowered. Or underpowered compared to the enemy, of course I should say. Here we go. 2 fleets of mine coming into the system. Now, at least they kept them here long enough for my fleet to get in system. And hopefully that's long enough for me to actually be able to engage them as well. There we go. We're engaging them. With my first and my second fleet is joining in as well. I think one of the key things I need to do, I need to invest somewhat in point defense.
Situation log updated.
Ooh, we took them out, which is nice. Finally I scored some points on here. Finally. Good. Let's pause the game for a second. Let's have a look at all these little messages here. This ship was repaired. Good. Thank you. We can go into this system here now and do our research projects, which is fine. Perfect. Done. One of our deals has come to an end, which is fine. We jumped out, which is fine. Transport fleet was repaired. Hopefully I'll be able to move that transport fleet back into the system now and put them into orbit. Anyways, these guys are gonna go into orbit there. Same with these guys here. Right. What else? Transport fleet was repaired. So a Declaration of Independence by these guys. Interesting. Interesting. That might actually lead to further wars, which, okay. They lost 5 cruisers and no battleships, unfortunately. Our admiral has gained a level, which is good. Same with the second admiral. Oh, we did lose 1 battleship against... Ooh, look at that. Even though the other fleet destroyed some, this one actually seemed to have destroyed more, which is good. 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 Sweet. Alright. It's been a slow start to the war. Very, very slow start to the war. As you can see, we had lots of losses, but also a few wins. I think maybe it's a little bit balanced here. But yeah, the major one that we just had is this battle here. That was the major one in terms of getting all the points in.
Research complete.
We've got a deal offer here. Yeah, you want a research agreement? I'm quite happy with that. Energy siphon is completed. We're gonna go for the Amubi Flagella, I think. Or do I want to go for army damage? Leader lifespan. Ooh, let's go for that one. Let's go for that one. Maybe Flagella I can always take on later on. I need to get myself a new admiral. And the question is, of course, which one do I want to take on? Let's go for this one here.
Incoming transmission.
Right. Looking at the clock, it's about time for us to call it a day, so it's exactly what we're going to do. Is we're going to save away the game. And then, of course, we're going to carry on with this in the next episode. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.